Now, on that day, the first day of the week, when the women had gone to the tomb and found it empty, on that day, two of the disciples were walking toward Emmaus, a village about 7 miles from Jerusalem. And as they walked, they were discussing all the things that had happened. And Jesus came near to them, and he began to walk with them. But their eyes were kept from recognizing him. And he said to them, "What are you discussing as you walk?" And they stopped and stood still, looking sad. And they said, well, one of them, whose name was Cleopas, he said, "Are you the only stranger in Jerusalem that does not know all the things that have taken place there in these past days and nights?" And Jesus said to them, "What things?" And they answered him, "The things about Jesus of Nazareth, a prophet mighty in word and deed before God and all the people, and how the chief priests and the leaders handed him over to be condemned to death and crucified. Yes, and it's been 3 days since these things have happened. Moreover, some of the women of our group astounded us. They went to the tomb early this morning, but they didn't find Jesus' body there. And they came back and they told us they had seen a vision of angels that said Jesus was alive." Well, some of the disciples went to the tomb and they saw just what the women had said, but Jesus was not there. And Jesus said, "Oh, how foolish you are, and how slow of heart to believe all that the prophets have declared. Was it not necessary that the Messiah would suffer these things and then enter into his glory?" And then, beginning with Moses and all the prophets, Jesus interpreted for those 2 disciples everything about himself in all the scriptures. As they walked into the village of Emmaus, Jesus continued walking as if to keep going. But the disciples strongly urged him, saying, "Please come and stay with us. It's evening. The day is almost done." And so Jesus entered the house with them. And as he sat at table with them, he took the bread and he blessed it and broke it and gave it to them. And their eyes were open and they recognized him. And immediately he vanished from their sight. And they said to one another, "Was your heart not burning within you as he opened the scriptures up to us on the road?" Well, they got up that hour and they returned to Jerusalem. And they found the disciples gathered there. And the disciples were saying, "The Lord has risen. He's appeared to Simon." And then Cleopas and the other disciple told them all that had happened on the road and how Jesus had been made known to them in the breaking of the bread. Through these words, may we hear the word of God for us today.